Alright, you beautiful peoples of the internet, Glyn here, cheapskate fishing, back down the beach again, and I decided I'm going to do a little bit of spinning, but I've also brought the old beach caster down because I'm going to do a little bit of bait fishing as well. As I seen when I was out in my last video, I've seen a couple of flounder in the water, which I'm going to try and target them. So first things first, get the old bait pump out. So you can see here I've got the old bait pump. Now I haven't used it for a while, so I don't know how well it's going to be functioning, because I can't get my words out. So first of all, a bit of vegetable oil, and we're going to lubricate the pump. No one likes it going in dry, do they? So we'll lubricate that pump up. Lovely. Twist it all around, get it all in there, and also because I nearly forgot to bring it with me, but the old bolt, just to give it half a tighten. This is quite tricky because you've got to hold it down one end, just a little bit of a turn. Oh, that feels as if it could be good. So I need to find a wetter. It's a bit late really for pumping because the tide's on, it's quite far out. You want to be doing pumping when and tides turn. So if I turn the camera down, what you're going to see is a hell of a lot of casts everywhere. Casts. So ideally what you're looking for, like here, if I can point that out, there's the cast and there's this hole. These are common lugworm, not black lugworm. So they have a cast and they have a little hole, so their head is that side and their tail is that side, and they're somewhere in there. So what we want to do is come in, hopefully I'm getting this all on camera, a slight angle, pump, and then thing. Now what I've noticed is my pump isn't tight enough, so we go back to just giving that a little, so I'll put it on camera. So I'm just giving this a little tighten because it's too loose. Right, we'll try that now. It needs to be suck up a certain amount of, now when they do black lug they tend not to do more than 2 casts, but with common lug you can do a few more casts, a few more pumps, and oh, quite lucky there, look, and there's our first worm. Now of course I haven't got my little buy a bag box for my lugworm out of the bag yet, so I'm going to carry on now. I've got my big bag with me, still fairly clean. I don't really want to get it too mucky, but hey ho. Right, and here's my little bait box I'm gonna throw in there. Might do a little bit of float fishing instead of spinning. I've brought a little bombarder. I can put a float on there because I know there's going to be a lot of crabs down here, so I might want to just lift that bait off the thing. Anyway, I'm going to carry on doing a few more pumps. Might leave the camera running, might make a nice little bit of B-roll, you never know. Now then, is that one? So if we have a look here, see that one and that hole there? Let's have a little look. I don't think it is. I don't think that is the... Oh! Now when you hear that sucking sound, that normally means you're in the right sort of area. And of course, as you can see, it's so windy, my bait pump is... You don't always hit them. Try another one just in case. No. Oh, it's classic. What I'll do is I'll just put a bit of sand in there. That's going to be one of my traces, probably used later. So it's better off using it on a bit of the wet sands. So this looks like this could be 2 nice ones here. See if we can pick up that one and that one, that one and that one. And also there's that one and that one. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to pump, probably only need about 10 lugworm for what I'm going to start off. If I need more, I can fish them on the way back in. Right, I'll see you on the other side. Right, well, let me get my thing out of the way. Only been on here, well, 10, 15, maximum 15, more like 10 minutes. I got some good worms there. So that's more than enough for a little hour and a half where I'll be out fishing, depending on how many crabs are around. So I'm just going to wash this box off so I can put it back in my bag. I'll go over to the pond here. There will be a lot of wind noise on the mic. I can't do anything about that. There's a northwesterly today. Anyway, we'll get this washed off and I'll see you down when I'm back down on the beach there. So classic me, I've arrived down here a little bit late. The tide has turned, so probably spinning is probably out of the question now as the current's too strong, but I'm just going to fish this little area out. Yeah, I am too late because see in the distance the seine fishermen are coming back in, but this is where I saw the big flounder the other day, so I'm just going to do a really short cast. Now normally I use a baiting needle, but to be honest, because I'm short of time, I'm just going to whip a worm on there the old-fashioned way. So let's get me old wormy, lovely big worms. Just got a very simple setup, a couple of beads there, tractor beads. I should really put one of those sort of rubber knot things on here, but do you know what, I just want to get this out in the water as quick as I can. So I got I think these are circle hooks, quite good. So we're just going to get the worm on there, try and thread him on as well as I can. Just twist that on that. That'll do, it's not too bad. One of my better ones. That's why I use the user baiting needle, because I'm not particularly good at getting worms on hooks, but that'll do. And we'll just get on. So I'm not going to belt this out at all. I'm just going to give this a probably a cast of 30 foot maybe max. Might not even be that. I mean, the flounder comes right into less than a foot of water. Right, set the drag. I got this. This is my Sonic Vader rod that I purchased recently. I've also got the SKS Sonic reel to go with it. Both together comes in around about the £100 mark. Not cheap, but for a rod and reel that's pretty much the top of the budget range. And it's given very good reviews, this rod, amongst anglers. So I hope you can hear me because the wind is really picked up a bit. So I don't want to cast him. I literally I want to be out of the current. There's going to be a lot of crabs around here, so there's movement in there now. That's more than enough. That's it. And we'll just walk this right back now. My spinning rod is already set up, so I might just switch over. I might try a quick spin. And I'm running braid on here with I think it's a £60 shock leader on there. And I think this is, I can't remember if it's 20 or no, this will be £50 braid. I thought, well, for a beach caster that's fine. I mean, some people would put lighter braid, but right, let's tighten that up. Take that off there. Right, and that's that setup. So essentially I'm just checking out the state of the worm here because I want to see if what I'm into. Definitely no fish. Bit of weed on there. Let's get this weed off the knot. And not much left of the worm either. A little bit, there's enough to catch a fish on there left, so either someone's had a bite or the worm's pulled itself off. Yeah, okay. Maybe someone's had a little bite, maybe a mullet's come along and sucked it or something. Right, we'll move everything back up to my bag, I think. think we got something. Fortunately I haven't got much time to unhook it. I'm fighting the tide. I don't even know what it is yet, but I've seen a fin in there. What have we got? We have got... Have we got flounder? Right, let me just put this down here. The problem is I've got so much weed on the line I can't wind it in. Right, we'll just go and check. Let's check what we got. Yay, we got a flounder. Yes, finally. Finally caught flounder. Classic, swallowed the hook right down. So we'll bring all this back now. We'll get him unhooked. So what I'm going to do now, because I've used a link, we're going to unlink him because he swallowed the hook, so I've got to take him to the bag over there, do a little bit of surgery on him to get that hook out. So let's get him up. He's not a big flounder, but good to see. And you can see he swallowed that hook right down, so we're going to go and get the hook out of him now. What normally you have to do is come in through the gill and turn the hook round, and that's a way of stopping damaging them. I'll have a look first though. So I got a few tools in there to help me. So I'll just put them on this plastic thing. Right, let's find my tools. Not that one. Yeah, that one. Right, I haven't actually got my proper disgorger with me, so I'm going to have to use my pliers. So I get them off here. Yeah, I'll take them off. Right, we'll put them back on later. Let's have a look what we've got going on in here. See, it's only a small... Sorry, let me put the camera on there. They've only got a small mouth, but they can take... When he's taken all that hook in, let's get all these out of the way. The thing is, flounders can survive quite well out of water. So, yeah, so we're going to have to... Normally I'd use my disgorging tool, so I'm going to pull all that out of the way. I'm trying to get this on film so I'll show you, but you gently come in behind the gill. Maybe the other side. And I don't like them to turn upside down. It's such a small one, it's going to be quite tricky to get this done. He hasn't even got a big gill. Shit, how am I going to do this without my disgorger? Normally what you do is you put the disgorger in, grab the line and pull the line back, but I haven't got my disgorger. I'll just have to clean this up and use the... Right. We'll grab the wire and pull the wire back this way. Right, so I've got the wire this way now, coming through his gill. So that allows you to turn the hook. So see, there's a bead still on it. Eventually I should be able to see where the hook... I'm trying not to damage his gills, because I don't want to kill him. This is quite tricky because he is a small one. And that's quite a large hook on there. It's a greedy fish. Right, unfortunately my battery ran out on my camera then, and I'm still not 100% sure if we're getting audio because the audio cable came out, but I put it back in. So it took a little bit of time, but eventually I got the hook turned round, and then I used the pliers to come in through its mouth, and once the hook was round the other way you can pull the hook out, and he's gone back and he swam off, so hopefully he'll be fine. So let's get my my surgery kit back ready. So got a little bit of worm back, so you can see the hook's back. So we're going to stick this back on the setup here. That's probably one of the good things about using the clip and the link, is that when something like that happens, sorry about the noise, I've got all these bloody yappy dogs coming, but yappy little bloody things, why people get them I don't know. Yeah, so that's one of the bonuses to using a clip like that, is that you can just quickly clip that off and go and do a little bit of surgery type thing when you need to. Right, we've got another cast out there now. Let's see how this one goes, and again very little bite detection on that because of all the weed. So we'll see how this goes. I think I'll just sit down and chill out for a bit, but that's made my night really, even if it was a small flounder. Finally caught a flounder. It's the first flounder I've had for a couple of years now. I mean, I used to catch a lot of flounder just on this spot. As you can see, I'm facing directly west, so the sun will be in the camera's eyes. But yes, that's made my night. Right, getting I've had a couple of little bites and knocks on this one, so I might get it in a minute. I'll wait for one more big knock. Hopefully it'll be another little flounder. A bit of luck this one won't take the hook all the way down, but you never know. It's the thing with flounders. I mean, you saw that flounder I had, its mouth was only this big and the hook is bigger than its mouth. I mean, you must have really been chunking on it to get that in. I think it's the way they feed, they sort of suck the bait in, and I thought when they suck the bait in, they suck the hook in with it. That bloody weed though, Jesus. You can see it on the line already. Yeah, they're striking. The sun's starting to calm down a bit now, not so bright on the eyes. Just had a couple of little knocks on here now. I'll see if I get a couple more. They were very much like a flounder type of knocker, sort of bang 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 type thing. Yeah, you can still see it, still a little bit there. Very subtle, but the way I've got that weight set up on there, it's not going to really see the bites very well anyway. That's my own fault. It's just my bad setups really. I should have brought my rig wallet out with my 2 hook flappers, 3 hook flappers. That would have been more pronounced bites. We'll just see if it goes again. I'm going to bring it in. No, nothing on there, and the worms have gone, so that was just as well. Let's put a fresh worm on you and we'll get this back out there. Right, we'll save the battery. Right, time to pack up then. Tide I think is turned now, starting to go out, but I'm happy enough. I got that one flounder, so I've broken my blanking on flounders now, so that's good. Although normally I would have caught, you know, 10 years ago I'd be on double figures by now, but there we go. That's how it goes, isn't it, with fishing? So I'm going to pack all my crap up now and get the flock out of here. I think make like a shepherd and get the flock out of here. Right, well, thank you for watching. And that's Glyn out, cheapskate fishing.